A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League. Aaron Bush with you. We're back for another week. Well, 2 games at least. One today, one on Friday, public holiday Thursday. Today it's the Titans up against the Sky Warrior Avengers. The Titans have won the toss and elected to have a bat. So, Narendra Rawat and Trunal Bane will head out to the middle. Looks like Devon Pajetta warming up for the Avengers. Not far away from game time. The beautiful KCC swimming pool pavilion in the background. Myra Belote with me as always. Give us a signal from Lampy there, Myra. There it is, the lamp. The signal lamp from where we are in broadcast as the batters head out. Should be ready to get underway. Karan Bajetia with the gloves on, as always, for the Sky Warriors Avengers. Okay, well, here we go. First delivery for the last day of April. Onto the pads and a quick single. Good running. Looks like the Titans are lending a fielder at the moment. One of the Sky Warriors Avengers running a little bit late. Might be a couple running a bit late. Looking out there at the number of green shirts. That's very wide. Signalled wide. So a leg by and a wide to start with. KCC Morning League boss Afzal Khader is dropped into broadcast as well. Afzal, I'll tell you, I was about to call that 3 runs. That is the legacy of doing 19 Sky Warriors Sixers games over the weekend, where all the extras were worth 3. It's only worth 1 today. And again, off the hip this time, off the bat. First runs off the bat for the Titans. As again, the spare fielder comes around, picks up in front of Sagar Modi, who's sitting at a quite straight mid-wicket. Oh, they do have 10 out there because Sonal Shah is sitting at long on. They've also got a deep cover. 2 outside the circle in the power play. And this time, this pushes through point, takes another single. And off to KCC Match Centre, as we do every morning, and have a look. Check out the KCC Match Centre by typing in KCC Match Centre into Google. And be able to follow this game along live as well. Ball by ball, scorecard, and the tables. Oh, that's going to be 4. First boundary. Narendra Rawat, powerful through point. Just going slightly backward of the point fielder and quick runs up towards the driveway on the Cox's roadside. This time, straight to the point fielder. Came down a long way there. Trunal gets back just in time. This time work to do for the deep cover fielder. Neil Patwa out there at deep cover. Titans top of the table, of course, in Grade 1, this being a Grade 1 match. The Avengers with games in hand, looking to wrestle that top position away from them. Looking at the table before this game starts, the Titans, this is their final game of the round robin, their 7th game. They're currently 6 games, 1-5 and tied 1 for 11 points as Sagamoti comes into the attack for over number 2. A big leading edge, a deep third in place. Taken the long on out of position, and Sunwoo Shah's moved into mid on, and deep cover of Neil Patwa's moved around to deep point, plus that deep third. So yes, the Titans are on 11 points, got a chance to go clear of the Sky Warrior Marvels, who are also on 11 points. Played out the Marvels. Oh, good shot, but won't beat Devon Bajetta this time at a forward square. Takes the single. So, yeah, lots to play for today. The Sky Warrior Avengers with 2 games in hand. They're on 8 points. They can move to 10 points and possibly take some net run rate off the Titans today to help their Sky Warriors stablemates, the Marvels, out, who are about a 1.1 net run rate behind. Saga comes in again. Short, pulled away through square leg. Should be 4 and is 4. Another boundary to Rowat as he moves into double figures. So a win for the Titans, that'll take them clear, and actually a win today for the Titans will guarantee them first place, because that would mean the Avengers can only get to a maximum of 10 points in their final game. Nobody else can challenge. So if the Titans win, they'll go to 13 points and go into the semi-finals ranked first in Grade 1. Swinging hard, but didn't get anything on this one. Just dribbles onto the protected turf pitch area, which may or may not be used for the Premier League T20 men's final on Sunday. Yet to be confirmed whether it's at KCC or at Mission Road. That's hit hard, work to do for Sawmall, but he does it easily, so a single. Oh, too fast outside off with the shape away. Tidy over, 7 runs coming from the second. The Titans 16 for the loss of no wicket. Oh, that one was a cracking shot. Smashes into the boarding on the leg side through mid-wicket. Worth a replay, that one, as it is smashed away. Made a good noise in as Meyer fires up the lampy on the replay. And again, this time on the offside through extra cover. Back-to-back 4s to start the third. Rawat's in a hurry. 20 off 10, going at a strike rate of 200. This time off the hips, backward of square, and it's going to be a hat-trick of 4s. 24 off 11 now. He's got 24 of the 28 runs. As that one's pushed to extra cover. Anchored Charter captain waiting, and they finally get a dot this over. Have a look at the stats for Grade 1 as we get right to the pointy end. Coming up to the semi-finals in the second last week of May, the finals in the last week. Oh, big thick edge, and the deep third had been moved inside the circle for a bit more protection, so another 4. Devon Bajetta, who is the leading wicket taker in KCC Morning League Grade 1. Just the one over for Sagamodi so far. Anka Vashishta will take the ball for over number 4. Yeah, Devon Bajetta, 12 wickets, leading wicket taker for Grade 1, but so far just being carted around the park. 2 overs, none for 24 off the bowling of Bajetta. So time to take some pace off and go with the low slingy action of Anka. And again, as he does, he just gets it to zip and a bit more bounce, and it's tougher to get bat on ball. Oh, and he's gone to pop that one up over the top of umpire Imran Arif's head at square leg and carried on through for another boundary. It's Trunal Bane this time. Trunal getting into the action, picks that one up off middle stump. Back live and squares him up. Too high. This one pushed hard, beats cover, 4 runs. Now he's into double figures now, Trunal. The runs continuing to flow for the table-topping Titans. Full up, but down the leg side, back live, and it might have clipped the pad on the thigh. So got away with that one, Anchor. So .4. As I always like to say, law of averages says this should be a boundary, according to the ball by ball. Well, it's going to be something. It's up in the air. It should be out, is what it should be. Anchor gets underneath it, and he's put that one down. Well, I think they got through for a single as well. So Trunal get it to life on 10. It was a high catch, but it wasn't a hard catch, and you'd expect the skipper to have taken that one. So we'll see how costly that is, Myra. Note it down. Trunal dropped on 10. First wicket could have been on 40. But after 4, the Titans, they're 41 for the loss of no wicket, going at 10.25 as Sagamodi comes back to bowl a second with 2 overs left of the power play. Oh, that's in the air, just over the top. One hand to it at backward point, but couldn't get it to stick. Half chance this time. Well, living dangerously here, Trinal Barnett. Last 2 runs, both catches put down. This time is going to be 4 to Rawat as he flicks it off leg stump. Backward a square on the 45. Nobody at fine leg or even a wide backward square. So 4 more. Blistering start for the Titans. These two starting well, and the Titans have firepower to come. The 4th highest run scorer in the tournament, Aji Chaka, yet to bat. Come in, the captain later on. He scored 263 runs so far this season. Got a chance to get himself up into the 300 club, joining Anka Vashishta, who bowled the previous over, and Chico Katari, who has played out top of the table 349. Anka's got a chance to go past Chico as well, as that one's pushed out to deep point, and Patwa keeps it to a single. That's not Neil. Neil's at mid-off. Rotated the field around. Rishabh Malpani is out at deep point. In the air, and this one's taken. That one may have broken a finger on the catch. He's running off very quickly. That one's stung. Hopefully he's okay. But that's the end of Trunel. He gave, that's actually Rawat, it looks like, who's departing. We'll get confirmation on that. It is Trunel who departs. So he gave up 2 lives. It didn't cost too much more. He departs for 12. And the first wicket falls for the Titans. Sagamodi strikes. Simit Parikh with the catch. Sonu has a very sore finger and is going to get some spray on it. Looks like he's already got a sore finger. That might have been the problem. Maybe a legacy injury from the Sky Warriors Sixers on the weekend, and that one's just jammed into what was already a strapped up finger. Took the catch though. 3rd time's the charm for the Sky Warriors Avengers after dropping Trunel 2 times. Iftikhar Ahmed to the crease at number 3 for the Titans. Zagamodi, the first wicket for the Avengers today. 2 balls left to the 5th. And Iftikhar's going to start with the boundary straight away. They've moved Bajeta out of the square leg position to a backward square. So Iftikhar says, thank you, I'll go straight through square leg and take the boundary. .50 runs up with that boundary. The Titans 51 for 1. 1 ball left to the 5th. Modi in again to Iftikhar, who's happy to leave that one alone. Outside off. A wicket and 10 runs coming from the 5th. 1 over left to the power play. Titans 51 for 1. Man who took the catch and has got a very strapped up finger. He's going to bowl the final over of the power play. Simit Brek, a.k.a. Sonu, as you can see on his shirt. For Rowat, they've got the long on back in place. It's very low. He's very far forward as well. Confident appeal from Sonu, turned down by umpire Imran. Again onto the pads, this time a leg by. And this one straight to square leg. Bajeta onto it quickly. Fires in. Kicks off and almost takes Malpani's head off, backing up. 3 for 1. Rowat, 33 off 18. Tidy start for Simit. So he decides to attack, goes over the top of Devon's head this time. 4 runs, continues pumping the boundaries in. That's his 8th for Narendra Rowat. Just the start, just the power play that the Titans were looking for. One angled back in quite a way, so put it right in the slot for Rowat. So he's now doing a little bit of ball chasing. Long on comes inside the circle and Devon Bajeta goes back to deep square leg. Oh, this one's aerial. It's up in the air. And Sumal Shah gets underneath it. Safe pair of hands. Takes a brilliant catch running all the way around from mid-on to around to mid-wicket. Cow corner region takes a great catch. And that's the end of the dangerous Narendra Rowat for 37. Titans lose their second on 57. Always a safe pair of hands in the deep and showing you can do it around the circle region as well. Sumal Shah takes the catch. The captain to the crease for the Titans, Anjit Chako. As I said, he's 4th on the batting list. And it's his final chance to push into the 300 club. He needs 37 today. He's got a higher score of 127. Simit Parek. 1 ball left of the power play. Picks himself up a wicket after going for a boundary. That ball was bowled at about 25 yards. I don't even think Simit got onto the pitch area. It was so far back, bowling off the mat just to mix things up to Arji. But he finds a single and finishes off the power play. Titans 58 for 2. Sagamodi to bowl a third. That one's going to be 4, backward a square on the 45. Nobody out down there as Bajetta just picks that one up from deep square leg. And Aji gets his first boundary of the innings. His first boundary. Picking up where Harendra Rawat left off. Pushes this one outside off. Too far? Yes, too far, says umpire Imran Arif. Saga saying, didn't he move across a touch? Argument could be made, but still was well through the tram lines. That's why umpire Imran gave it some thought. In the end, it's in the books as an extra. Just taking the pace off that. Both of them, both bowler and batter. Soft hands from Anji to take the single. So the number 3 and number 4 out there in the middle now for the Titans, with both openers back in the dugout. Both teams with the firepower in the batting lineup. So they'll be looking for a big score, maybe 200 plus here. They can for the Titans, and that's beautifully played as well. Just flicked off backward of square for 4. Decided to try to fill that gap, putting a backward square inside the circle. That one's cut away out to the deep. Alpani's out there, so it'll just be 1. A little bit of a charge, so Saga drops the length back and has to just dab poke, backward a point. Another single. We've got the runs again this over. Already 12 coming from it with the ball remaining. First over outside the power play. A slower one from Saga, down to the back of the hand and gets the dot to finish off. So it will be 12 off the 7th. Titans going at exactly 10s. They're 70 for 2. Sono to continue. Goes straight to point. Can't find a gap. Been tidy. Simit. Steve at point. Through Ted Shah. We've got Shale Marakia at Gully. And could is at a cover point region with Malpani now at a deep extra cover, trying to go the feather hands again as the ball shapes back in. Back-to-back dots. He's trying to find the edge through the slip cord, it would seem. The runs are there with no deep third. Neil Putt was at mid-off. No mid-on, no mid-wicket, no square leg. They're all out in the deep. Somul Shah at long on. Anka Vashishta out at deep mid-wicket. Devon Bajeta at deep square and Sagamodi and a backward square. A slower one, and it will be one for Saga to pick up and have a shy at the stumps. Patwa doing the backing up work. Dot single. Tidy from Simmet. And again, getting that to shape in nicely. Oh, bit of a slip on the AstroTurf, and he might have hurt his knee here. Not sure if he's just dug it in onto the matting. He looks okay. Just a slight owie. He's battered and bruised. Simmet Parek. He's got the fingers strapped and already had to get the magic spray out for that one after taking a catch. Now dug his knee into the turf area. But he has to keep bowling because he's bowling too well. 2 dots, 2 singles in his second over. He's already got a wicket as well. I guess the one fortunate thing is that the busted finger is on his left hand, so he can still bowl. Not sure how he's going to get that into a glove to bat, so he might be batting 11 and hoping he's not required. Still 2 balls left to the 8th. Full and beats Anji Chacko outside off. Oh, that's I had the same reaction there, Sonu. I thought that was just inside the trams, but umpire Imran does not agree with either of us, and it's in the books as an extra. And more tip and run stuff backward of point. That's all they're managing to find at the moment off the bowling of Sonu. Tries it again, and there's the one. It took a while, and it was Iftikhar that found it eventually. That little nick through the slip cordon. Deliberate, guided. Would have been snaffled by a slip, but it's Morning League T20. Slips are a rarity, and finishes off the over with a boundary. 8 runs coming from the 8th. The Titans 78 for 2. As Anka Vashishta comes back into the attack for a second over, I do believe, Myra. Yes, 1 over, none for 9 so far for Anchor. Partnership up to 21 between these two. There it is on screen, right on cue. 21 off 13. Going at a good clip. Anchor bowling. Devon Bajeta goes to deep mid-wicket. And it's going to go to the deep backward square. It's too fast, too far hard for Sagamodi to cut off. And Chacko picks up another boundary. It was only a few metres to Saga's right, but it was hit so hard that had no chance of cutting that one off. Took a while to recover the ball as well. Hit it too hard. Got it back, so we can continue. And that's gone aerial. It's going to be one bounce for this time. Going forward of square. Peppering the leg side. Angie Chaco's liking the bowling of Anchor so far. Stand down, pose for there. And good comeback ball as it spins away. Damage done already in the ninth with a couple of boundaries, keeping the runs pushing up towards the century mark. On Yorker length, nicely bowled. Leading edge could have gone anywhere, to be honest, as it squared Chaco up, but fortunately dribbled along the ground back to Anchor. That's probably going to be a little slingy too much as it goes outside off through the trams. And back to that good length. It just dots back to the bowler. I think it feels like he might get one to just slightly bottom hand back to him by the looks of it. Full down leg this time. Good keeping from Karan Bajetia. Will be need to be re-bowled. Lucky 88s for the Titans. Inside 9. And goes through square. Sagamodi is waiting just forward of square. So it'll just be one to finish off what was another good over for the Titans. 11 runs coming from the ninth. They're 89 for 2. Sonu to continue. Get us to the halfway mark. No one pushed out to the deep. Somel Shah will pick it up. Oh, good running. They were just trotting on down, Angie Chaco, but Iftikhar was coming back quickly. Pushed hard and got 2. Chaco moves to 20. Remember, we're on 300 club watch. Another one from Simmet where he bowls at about 24 yards. And Angie Chaco says, thank you. I'll deposit that one over onto Jordan Path. That one's going to require a new one. As that was big from Aji. Used the angle in from Sonu and just helped it on its way over the top of square leg. 100 runs up with a maximum. That's how we like our milestones. And Aji Chaco has obliged moving to 26 and the score moving to 101 for 2. And got that run rate up and above 10 again. It's a big over so far. 12 runs off it. Okay, well, I think we've got a replacement ball. Been a long wait. You might know. And just keep them down a little bit lower so we can continue the game going. That's a switch in the field. Devon Bajetta and Sagamoti just switching places from deep mid-wicket and deep square. Bowling the proper length delivery this time, Sonu. Wasn't going to trouble the no ball line, but at least the front foot was in front of the stumps. I like what he does. It mixes it up, and that one from RG, he picked it up beautifully. Had extra time to see it, of course, and deposited it onto Jordan Path. Bajetta has decided the face mask is going on, and he's coming up to the stumps, trying to keep RG in his crease. Good thinking. Sonu's going to have his line right. If anything dragged down leg, it's going to go for 4 wides. There's another one. Oh, the reverse. It's up in the air and put down. I think that it was Shail Marakia that was in that position earlier. Could be Steve, though, as they've shuffled the field around. As it is, a life given to Aji Chaka. You can't give Aji Chaka loaves. It's going to be expensive. He moves to 27. Iftikhar back on strike. Just pokes one for a single. Will retain strike. We're at the halfway mark. And the 100 already up for the Titans after 10. They're 103 for 2. Partnership up to 46. And the team going at 10.3. The captain, Ankit Shah, to bowl over number 11 for the Sky Warriors Avengers. Iftikhar on strike on 16. Shorter one to start with, and that's going to bring up the 50 partnership as he takes it backward a square. 50 runs off 26 deliveries for Aji Chako and Iftikhar Ahmed, sharing it pretty much a piece, and very nicely played again. Too short from Ankit to start with, and Iftikhar onto it in a flash. Slower one this time, but gets the same treatment. One bounce, 4 runs. Runs flowing aplenty here for table-topping Titans. Losing their two openers after a good start. Now these two in the middle putting on a 54-run partnership. Just starting that one far too straight from Ankit. The spin just meant it was an easy one to help on its way. And he's going to get another boundary, a hat-trick of boundaries to start Ankit's first. 4-4-4, and Iftikhar all of a sudden has raced past Aji Chako up to 28 off just 12 deliveries. 12 or 3 will do that. I do see that Shalmaraki is now on the leg side, so I think it was Shrutej who put down Aji Chako earlier. And it's going to be 4 fours in a row. 4-4, 4-4. Iftikhar moves into the 30s. It's his 7th 4. 4 of them coming this over, obviously. At the moment, Ankit Shah doesn't know where to bowl to Iftikhar because wherever it goes, he finds the boundary. And this time, he picks out Shrutej at backward point and finds finally a dot. No, I'm telling lies. Steve's at point. Not really sure who's at backward point at the moment. Almost finds the edge to finish off with. So 4 fours, 2 dots, 16 runs coming from the 11th. The Titans 119 for 2. That's Simit Parekh that's at the fly gully position. Took a catch there. May have put down a catch there. Anka Vashishta got a bowl of third. 2 overs, none for 20. Tries to hoik that one onto Jordan Path as well, Anji, but gets the dot instead. Still on target for a 200 plus score here. Current run rate will get them to 213, the Titans. Goes the dab hand. Sonu is there. No real interest in grabbing that one with the left hand that's got the busted fingers, so just uses the boot to stop it. Fair enough. Drives nicely out through extra cover. Malpani in the deep, comes into the circle, picks that one up, another single. So this is good from the Avengers at least. Trying to stem the run flow. Tries to go fine, and again work to do for Sonu, who again just uses the boot to make sure he saves 3. Okay, having to do his own fielding, so they'll get through for a single. Dot and 4 singles, 1 ball left of the 12th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Goes out onto the leg side, and it'll just be another single. 5 singles for the 12th. That's a good result for the Avengers, but the Titans, with the 67-run partnership between Iftikhar and Aji Chako, a move to 124 for 2, going at 10.33. Steve to bowl over number 13. Shrutej Shah bowling his first today. Hands the cap to umpire Anis. And we'll walk back to his mark. Angie Chacko just slowing down a touch at the moment, 30 off 23. Iftikhar still going at a strike rate of over 200. Wickets in hand and overs to go. A big score on the cards. Gets a full one and takes full advantage right on cue after picking up some dots and singles. He's gone bang and moved to 34. Calls a catch it, and it's not going to be caught. It's going to go for 4, and that's going to mean Aji Chacko has moved over 300 runs for the 2024-25 Grade 1 season. Aji Chacko's just noticed that one. Yeah, he's watching the replay there, but he's noticed it out there live while we're watching. We put it up on the big screen for him to know that he's moved to 301 runs for the 2024 season. 25 season, I should say, for Grade 1. And he's going to keep on going. Moves to 42. 44. Can't count. That's a maximum. Second big one for Aji. And he's one big one away from his half century. Oh, a slow full toss. It gets through Steve, but Patwa does some cleaning up work, make sure it's a dot. That's handy after going 4-4-6. And that's a nice one. Right on the toes, and we'll find a single through the vacant mid-on. Might find 2, in fact, as Sawmill has to come a long way in. That's good running again. Angie moves to 46. Yeah, I'm going back to the KCC Match Centre. Look at the stats. By my count, at least, Angie's now well into the 300s. And he's going to bring up his 50 with a maximum. That's gone, I think, all the way up onto the top of the swimming pool pavilion. 50 up for Angie. 52 of 29 deliveries, 5 fours and 3 maximums, including this one. I'm off to the swimming pool to go find the ball. Well, I recovered the ball, so we can continue. And Aji can continue hitting hard, but he's hit it. Well, he hit it straight at Devon, but it's landed at his toes. He got a Yorker there. A bit unfortunate. A little bit higher and very safe pair of hands. If anyone in the deep's going to catch something going that hard, it would be Devon Vegeta, but it's yorked him. You see on the replay, he gets sight of it, and then it's landed on his toes. Runs continue to flow. Oh, it goes big again through cow corner. That should be a big one. It is. Samuel Shah signals to umpire Anas to put both hands up, please, because that's a maximum. 150 up. That was with the 4. And now the 6 moves the score to 157 for 2. I haven't even had a chance to look at the competition centre and the stats yet. And I've got to start doing some maths, Myra. Get your calculator out. Aji Chaco was 263. He's now 62 more runs, which is what, 325? Now 326. 263 plus 63. Tell me what that is. 326. So he's now second place. He's gone past Ankur Vashishta, who is yet to bat and is currently bowling. And he is 23 runs behind the leader, which is Chico Katari. So it's a battle at the top and of course those three all play for the top 3 sides. The Marvels, the Avengers and the Titans. It's what you expect if the teams are leading the table. It's probably got the biggest run scorers. Iftikhar trying to find runs backward of point. Can't beat that cordon. 12 runs coming from the 14th. Titans bringing up the 150. That over there. 158 for 2. Now on target for 226. Samuel Shah to bowl for the first time today. Took a nice catch to get the first wicket. Now needs to try to find a wicket with the ball in hand. 6 overs left. 8 wickets in hand for the Titans. This could be very big. And big in the context of the tournament as well. Just joining us, as I mentioned earlier, if the Titans get the win today, they will finish the season top of the table. They won't be able to be knocked off that position. A win for the Avengers, however, will make everything very, very interesting. It doesn't look like, with the amount of runs that the Titans are going to put on, that the net run rate's going to be enough to push the Marvels top of the table with an Avengers win. Played over the top of that one, Aji. Didn't bounce as much as he expected. Calls a catch it, and the catch is taken. Samuel Shah gets the big wicket. Aji Chaco departs for 63. Chirag Katari's top of the table score remains as Aji will finish the round robin season on 326. He's out for 63. I think it was Sonu with the catch again. I'll get confirmation on that one. I don't think it was Sonu. He's only just come in to the... Could be Steve. Might have been Malpani. I'm not sure who was sitting there at that point. Shaul Marakia, we're getting radioed through. Took the catch as he'd moved back to the offside. So Puria is coming out to number 5, ending a big partnership between Iftikhar and Aji Chaco. One ball left, but successful over for Sawmill. And that one just bobbles up. I think he's picked out Shale again. So end of a successful over. Still some runs coming from it though, 8 off it. As the Titans move to 166 for 3. Apologies, it's Geary that's come out to the middle, not Tapuria. Yeah. Neil Pudwad to have a bowl. That's come off the knee of Bajedia, the keeper. Should be 2 byes, and it will be. Umpire Runder's waiting for them to get back for 2. Iftikhar and Geary running through nicely. Tidy start from Neil. Had himself a very good Sky Warriors 6s as well. Was he in the winning side? I've lost track of who played for who. I think he was. I know that was Parin Shah's team. Oh, that's got to be close. And it's gone onto the stubs, so it's not even, I was thinking it might have been an LBW, but it's gone on to bowl him, coming off the underneath of his quad onto the off stump, and Neil Patwa strikes in his first. That's the end of Iftikhar Ahmed in an unusual, unorthodox style. And I think Neil Patwa was a bit like me, thinking he was appealing for LBW, and turned around and found that the off-stump bail was removed. So another big innings comes to an end as the Avengers start to fight back now. Sankara to the crease at number 6. Saranga, I should say. Saranga Ramakrishna. The 2 new batters out in the middle for the Titans. They've got a nice platform though. 170 for 4 with 4.2 overs remaining. A single to get his first runs for Saranga. Two byes, a bye, a leg bye, 2 singles and a bowled for Neil Patwa's first over. 16 done. The Titans 172 for 4. Samal Shah will bowl a second, successful in his first. Geary back on strike. Oh, big top edge. This could be a wicket getting underneath. Oh, and it's been put down, not for the first time today. That's the man with the busted finger. He gets a little bit of sympathy. Simit Parekh there. He's already hurt himself taking one. And that one there's just bounced out and immediately he's clutched at his hand. So I think I'll make a bit of a change. Steve's going to point now. Well, that's exactly where that one goes. A bit of backspin on it, but Shluke edges onto it quickly. And goes the reverse, but comes off high on the bat and dribbles through cover, stops dead before the fielder can get in. Malpani from the rope. Another single. A charge. It's up in the air over the top of mid-off. Ankit Shah has to chase this one down towards the scoreboard. We'll get there just inside the ropes. I'll come back for a very comfortable 2. Ramakrishna was trying to feign for a 3rd there. It definitely wasn't on. 2's good. Giri showing intent early on. He's managed to come off the pad, I think. Yes. Umpire Imran making a sweat on that one, but there was definitely no bat involved. It just was a matter of whose pad. I wasn't sure if it was Giri's or Bajetia's. I think someone was asking the question of whether that was a shot offered. Oh, into the body. That's got to be close. And the finger goes up. He gets the wicket, and that's the end of Saranga. He's out for 2, and Sumal Shah has 2. After 17, the Titans 177 for 5. Only issue here was perhaps the height. He was down very low, and that one there. An RBW, rib before wicket for Saranga Ramakrishnan. Bring Jafar Khan to the crease at number 7. He'll be at the non-strikers end, though, as it's the end of the over. Looks like Neil Patwar will bowl a second because he was successful in his first as well. And that seems to be working for the Sky Warriors Avengers. Already a big score on the board for the Titans, but they're tightening it up a touch with wickets falling. 3 wickets falling in the past 3 overs have helped the Avengers cause here. 3 overs remain, 18 legal deliveries. And he's going to start with the boundary off Neil's bowling here. Giri still hitting hard. We're talking about Chirag Katari and his top of the table score. He's actually down at the ground. He's not playing today, obviously. The Marvels have played out. They'll be back in action in the semi-finals. But I can see Chico watching on from the KCC boundary, watching on his Sky Warriors brethren. An appeal for stumping turned down by umpire Anis. After going for a boundary off his first delivery. Got quite tidy there for Neil. 7 runs coming from the 18th. 2 overs remain. The Titans 184 for 5. That sounded like it came off the bat sweetly, and it certainly did, as it smashes above our eye line. Third tier into the netting for a maximum. Now Jaffa knows that there's only a few balls remaining into the penultimate over, so he's swinging hard. And again, a bit more off the tail of the bat, but same result. Clears the ropes easily. Back-to-back sixes. Jafar now 13 off 4. Is that going to be a 4? No, cut off by Devon Bajetta. Oh, that is, though. That's certainly a boundary. That's the third maximum. This time, Geary going big through cow corner for 6. Third maximum of the over. Brings the 200 up as well for the Titans. 203 for 5. On track for 220, so also here. He's totally so tidy in his first 2 overs, Sormel, but giving the penultimate. That's scooped away for 4 more as it'll spin away backward of point for another boundary. Geary moves to 20. These two in a race. 30-run partnership off just 11 deliveries. Everyone got a bit excited there, but there's still 1 ball left. So still 7 deliveries left, and Sormel to finish off his over. Chop that one out, but Malpani should be able to cut off. He parries it forward and does well. They'll come back for 2. So that finishes off a big over. 25 runs coming from the 19th. 6 legal deliveries remain. Titans 209 for 5. Devon Bajetta to bowl the death over for the Sky Warriors Avengers. Where can the Titans get to? Another game going 200 plus. Have a look at the results of previous games on the KCC Match Centre and see how many games have gone 200 plus. The last game was a 200 pluser. Marvels against HSBC was the All-Stars versus Avengers, so 264 might be the biggest score of the year. Not going to get there, no matter what. Jafar can do to Devin Bajetta. He's going to try hard though, scooping it out. Work to do. And Kachar coming around. Neither the scoreboard can't get there into the rollers for 4. 278. Looks like the biggest score of the season. And you'll never guess who scored that one, Myra. It was the Titans. Against the bottom of the table, Sergeant Spartans. 278 for 2 back on February 26. It's going to be another big score for the Titans, though. And again, going through that extra cover region. No chance this time for Ankit at all as it goes to the red tractor for 4. There's Chico, top of screen, actually. Talking about he was down here, watching on. Right behind the keeper. Having a morning fruit juice, it looks like. And that's up in the air high. Work to do. Sakamoto getting underneath it. Just falls short of him. So they'll get back for 2. Tail with the bat, you could feel it. It was not the sound of one that was going to go sailing over the top of the swimming pool pavilion, but in the end fell too short. Okay. Now with a dot, that's a good result. Big runs already. 218. It's going to be quite the run chase for and that one could be a chance. And the catch is taken. It's a late wicket. Sino takes the catch. Simit Parek with his second catch of the day. And that's the end of Jafar for a cameo 24 off just 10 deliveries. There's 1 ball left in the innings now. He was lucky to survive, and the wicket keeper Shamshir Singh to the crease for 1 ball. Jafar Khan getting a round of applause for his 24 off 10 deliveries. Got the team up and over 200. Devin Bajetta adds another wicket. Top of the table for bowling. Moves to 13 wickets for the season. Giri at this rate, unless there's a run out, will remain 22 not out. Another fine little cameo as well. He swings hard. They're going to run on it. And a hit is out. It will be Giri run out in the end. So we're in the innings break with the 7th wicket falling. And Giri departs for 22. And the Titans will finish on 219 for 7. Meaning when we come back from the innings break, the Sky Warrior Avengers will need 220 for victory. Join us in around 7 or 8 minutes' time. Innings break done here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this Grade 1 match. It's the top of the table, basically. Titans versus Sky Warriors Avengers. Whoever wins may well end up being top of the table after the round robins going into the finals at the end of May. Opening the batting for the Avengers, needing 220 for victory. Saumal Shah will be on strike. Neil Patwa at the non-strikers, and Chandru with ball in hand for the Titans. As we're ready to get things underway here. Got a fly gully, a backward, well, the fine leg going back to the ropes now. A forward and a backward square. We're very close together, sandwiching umpire Imran at square leg. Mid-wicket, mid-on, mid-off, deep cover. Point. So no backward point. Of course, we're talking about left-hander, so just go reverse or everything I just said. They got a backward point and a forward point, sandwiching umpire Imran. Goes on the leg side, and the fine leg is up inside the circle. We'll take the single. Everyone will have to change positions as our new favourite signature scooper, Neil Patwa, gets on strike. He's been promoted up the order. No Khan Bajetia opening today. Neil Patwa, we saw in the last game that the Avengers played with his little flick. Look away scoop for 6, backward of square. Looks over towards extra cover as it deposits backward of square over the ropes. See if he pulls that trick out in the first over. As Chandra goes back over the wicket, and he's going to start pushing that one straight to the extra cover fielder inside the circle, which is Iftikhar. That's going to be an extra down the leg side. Need to re-bowl. And that could be 2 wide outside off this time. Back-to-back wides, helping out the run chase cause. You can see the run rate required, over 11. At the start of the innings, it was 11. Full. Drives nicely, work to do for the cover fielder out in the deep, uses the boot and gets lucky because it popped forward instead of up and over to the rope, so it'll just be 1. It's nicely driven. Saves 3 runs with the footwork out in the deep. Ramakrishnan out there, who's now at deep mid-wicket for the left-handed Saumal. He goes straight, that's 4 runs, nobody long on, long off, and he gets the first boundary for the Avengers. As you can see, he hit it so hard, it rocketed into the sight screen, shook the camera. Gave it a good old shake. Picks this one up nicely, gives himself some room, right off middle stump, mind you. Back live with 2 balls remaining. Now full toss, and it beat the point fielder. That's the forward point of the 2 fielders. He's going to get back-to-back 4s here, and only just staying under waist height, probably because Saumal came down the wicket, and it surprised him being a big full toss, and he almost holed out. Harendra Rawat, that forward, just forward of the point position, standing next to umpire Imran to his left. And tries to back live. He's tried to go big and missed out on that one. So a dot to finish off the over, I believe. No, 1 ball still remaining with 2 wides. No, it is the end of the over. So 1 done, 12 on the board. So got there 11 off the first over as required. Plus 1 more as Giri comes in to bowl over number 2. During the innings break, I was walking around. Saw Sonu Simon Parak with an ice bag on his knee. He's all kinds of banged up. Patwa swinging hard but picking out Chandru at mid-on. And he got the finger injury, as I thought, in the Sky Warriors sixes. Then hurt his knee as well. He said he wouldn't have played if it wasn't such an important game. I don't think we'll see him bat with that finger at all. It's all very heavily bandaged. It took the 2 catches, and there's a big thick edge, a glove to it by Jafar Khan. Half a chance goes begging. The dangerous Neil Patwa gives up a chance. Interesting, we were told that Shamshir Singh was going to be the wicket keeper, but Jafar Khan's doing the duties, as you can see, top of screen. Saw a few chances go down in the first innings as well. A nice straight bat this time to extra cover, and Iftikhar will pick up. They get 3 for the single. Sumul Shah just eyeing up where everybody is. Deep mid-wicket and a deep third, the 2 outside the circle. That's a good ball, getting it to shape away from the left-hander. This is tidy from Giri. Just what you want in the power play. Put some scoreboard pressure on early. Short, and you can't do that. He's going to eat that up every day of the week. It's fallen 1 bounce short of going for a maximum 4 runs. Pulled away towards Cox's Road, straight through square leg. And good runs for Sumul Shah. He really enjoys it if you're going to drop it in short. He knew the deep mid-wicket was in place, so made sure he went further around through square. Just check to see a little bit of bat on that one as it trickles around the corner. No, just off the pad. So a leg by to finish off. Sumul will retain strike. 6 runs coming from the second. The Avengers 18 for the loss of no wicket. After 2, the Titans were 16 for the loss of no wicket. Chandru to continue. Big top edge, flies down. It's a captain down there, Hitesh, doing the fielding. Another edge, but no chance of a catch this time. They take the single and Patwa back on strike. In the air, it beats the point fielder and 4 runs. Powerful. Just kept it fine enough past the left hand of the point fielder. Another boundary. That's a good delivery. A little bit of a leading edge. Quick running, just gets home safely. They've put a deep backward square out now to go with the deep mid wicket, which means third has to move inside the circle, which is exactly what Hitesh is doing now. Oh no, that's not a backward square, that's a Sky Warriors player. They've got a long off in place instead. So he goes over long on instead. Justin, oh, what a bobble effort. That was a great effort at mid on. I thought it was going to clear it and go for 4. So close. Life to Sawmell. Still making field changes for Neil Patwa. They put a deep square leg in place to go with the deep cover. Comes down the wicket, pushes it straight to mid-on, I should say. I think that was Ajichako with that bobbling, diving catch off Sawmell, almost taking it, and then the over. 8 runs coming from it after 3. The Avengers 26 for the loss of no wicket. Ngiri to continue. Patwa on strike. 8 off 9. Straight. Chandru comes around, picks up, keeps it to 1. Timing it nicely, Patwa, but he's picking out the fielders quite often. And push Chandru back to long off. And the deep mid-wicket in place as well for Sawmell. And he goes up and is going towards the long off position. Won't carry to Chandru. 1 bounce. Picks up. Just another single. Tidy from Ngiri again. 5 off his first. 2 off his second. Every single makes Iftikhar Ahmed have to run across the pitch. Switch from extra cover to extra cover. Again, Patwa comes a long way down. It stays inside the tram lines too. Patwa looks back, pleading his case, but stayed inside. Slower one and chopped up in the air. Doesn't carry again. Chancing their arms, both of these Avengers batters. And they're going to get an overthrow here. Chandru picks up, and then he hits Patwa. And get back for 2 on what was almost a hole out backward point catch. There's a look away flick. It's not going to be a maximum, but it is going to be 4. First of the day. So Shah enjoyed that. Did the old fake version for him. And this is what we saw Patwa do in the previous game. Head goes down to the offside. The ball goes backward a square for a boundary. Final delivery of the 4th. He wants the tip and run here. Sawmell just jogging, but he knew it was going to be safely home. So Patwa will retain strike. 9 runs coming from the 4th. The Avengers moved to 35 for the loss of no wicket. 2 overs remaining in the power play. After 4, the Titans were 41 for the loss of no wicket. Chandru to bowl a third. It looks to do the look away flick. It's got to be very close. I think it's height issues umpire Anis is indicating. The look away flick's good if you get it. If not, playing across the line can be danger like that. That was awfully close. That's what saved him. There was a bat in that one. This one going through mid-wicket. Didn't get all of it because they'd brought the mid-wicket inside, actually, wanting to keep a deep third. So someone was trying to attack but didn't get it out of the middle. Soon again, swinging hard, gets the edge, misses the gloves this time, gets 4 runs through first slip. Not for the first time it's gone through there. This time, Jafar Khan not able to get any glove on it, and he takes the boundary. Thought he was going to get there at one point, but in the end, it's all the way through. This time along the ground, out to deep cover again, having to use the feet. And this time, it's not going to work every single time. This time it comes off the boot and goes over the boundary. Well, Ramakrishnan saved 3 runs with his shoes, but that time gave up 3 more. And Patwa back-to-back 4s. This time onto the leg side, tip and run to mid-on. He timed it really well, actually, a little bit too well, because it came onto the fielder. Giri picked it up very quickly, but they get through for 1. Patwa already up to 26. He would have retired after that 4 if we were still playing Sky Warriors 6s. I'm still stuck in my brain. Extras are worth 3, 25 retire, so 30 the top of the score you could make. Had a few 30s as well. And Somal goes big up over mid-on. That's going to be 4. No matter how hard Aji Chako tries to chase that one down, he's never going to get there. And that brings up the 50 for the Avengers. Going at 10s after 5. They're 50 for the loss of no wicket. No changes in the bowling with Giri to bowl the final over of the power play. Giri to Patwa, right into the block hole. Just chops it out onto the offside for a single. .48 off the bat, just the 3 extras so far in the power play. It's been tidy bowling from the Titans. You can see keeping that run rate around 10, so it doesn't blow out too hard, too early. Deep forward square to go with a long off for Somal with 5 balls left of the power play. And that's the ball that Giri's bowled well to the left-hander, where it just shapes away. There's plenty of room. if he can get it up over the offside. But, you know, he's much stronger on the leg side and definitely loves going straight as well. And I'm not sure why he left that one alone. I thought it might be going to shape away out for a wide, but it was only about 2 stumps outside the off stump. Been very tidy, Gary. It's been good 2.3 overs so far. And that's a big top edge. This should be taken. It's taken. That's the first wicket to fall for the Avengers. Somel Shower out for 21 as Giri gets his man inside the power play. Anka Vashishta is going to come out at number 3 as Dar takes a nice catch there at what was a fine leg inside the circle. Big top edge. Had plenty of spin on it, so it's not an easy catch. A safe pair of hands from Dar. Gets Giri his first. The Titans their first. Anka Vashishta second, well now third on the batting list behind Chico Katari and Aji Chako. But a chance to go clear top. If he does, he will win. Best batter, most runs scored for the tournament, even with a game in hand. He comes charging, goes big early, 3 cow corner. He's going to start with a 4. For today, he was 43 runs behind Chirag Katari. Now he's 39 runs behind with a game in hand as well. Chico played out. Aji Chako has now batted out as well on 326. And Anka Vashishta moves to 310. Another full one and big top edge. Might have gone all the way. It did go all the way. Short boundary down to the pavilion. Straight into the side screen over the top of Jafar Khan's head. And he's gone 4-6 to start with. Nicely played. Very high, but nobody down there all the way. For Anka to move to 10 off 2. Aji Chako to bowl the first over outside the power play. Aji to Neil. He goes the look away flick again. Misses it all. Umpire Imran just eyeing up whether that one went down leg or went over the leg stump. And it looks like the decision is it went over leg stump, dot ball. See, Rishabh Malpani's padded up for the Avengers. Few steps down from Neil. Cuts 3.4 runs. Beautifully played. Got himself forward to the fall of the ball and took the point fielder out of play. Kept it along the ground and got it to kick off the turf. He's into the 30s now. A little hop, skip and a jump from Aji as he comes running in. And again goes through point. Hands this time from the point fielder. So parries and they'll clean up for Keeping it to 1. Vashishta back on strike. 10 off 2. Power play's done, so they can put more people out in the deep. There's a deep point. Okay, backward square on the 45 out in the deep, who is now being moved back inside the circle. They want to put the deep mid-wicket out to go with the long on, long off and deep forward point. Changes are plenty as the captain moves himself into the fly gully position. They've also got backward point and point. And a good delivery outside off, left alone by Vashishta, probably knowing that there's that cordon there. Maybe the trap being set by the... Actually, Ajit Chako's the captain, I think, or is Hitesh the captain today? I can't remember. One of them is, that's for sure. Hitesh is the captain. Ajit's captain when Hitesh is unavailable. And pulled away. They had protection backward a square, but inside the circle hit too well. Had to go straight to him if it was going to be stopped. It wasn't. 4 runs to Neil Patwa to finish off the over. A good one for the Avengers. 10 runs coming from the 7th. They're 71 for 1. Needing another 149 from here at 11.46. Comparison time. Mara, bring up a worm. At the same time, the Titans were 70 for 2. That's how tight it is. Look at that. The 2 lines running along by each other. The wickets falling around the same place as well. And that little last late surge there will be interesting. It's always a bit harder when you're chasing, more nerves. Sumit Dar, the man that took the catch to get rid of Sumal Shah, will bowl over number 8. Anka Vashishta. He was 10 off 2 and now he's 11 off 4. He's eyeing up that leg side. He picks out Ajit Chako straight at mid-wicket inside the circle. No run. That cow corner position somewhere between mid-on and mid-wicket, to be honest. It's obviously they know that Anka likes going through that region. Charge. Swats it through extra cover. Work to do for Iftikhar coming around from long off. Does pick up in front of the little red tractor. Get back for 2. Oh, 1 short. That's unfortunate. Mostly for Myra, who has to adjust the scoring but leave Anchor on strike. But don't want to be leaving 1 short. It looks like that call came from square leg, which would mean Neil Patwa was short. There we go. Magical Myra's got the scoring fixed. Up and over the top. She went back to cow corner. Didn't matter. Anchor goes that way anyway. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Wasn't far away. Chako had moved back into the catching position, but just not back far enough, actually. He was floating a touch. So it cleared him and kept on going, and long on couldn't cut it off as well. So it's Chandru that's at long on. Got a deep square leg as well, Harendra Rawat. So they're ringing the leg side, plus the cover point out in the deep and long off. And the cover point's going to get that one. This time Ramakrishnan makes sure he uses the hands, so it'll just be 1. For Patwa, they're putting the deep backward square back and for the square leg coming in. They know how much he likes to do that little look away flick. They've learnt already, the Titans. Oh, good Yorker length as Patwa came down, so he's just jammed the bat down. And now they're going to get overthrows. Makes up for the one short, I suppose. Oh, they're going to run here again as Chandru just sort of lobbed it back. That's cheeky. Cheeky from Patwa and Vashishta. What was a single turned into 3. That really did make up for the short run then. So 1 ball left to the 8th. Another charge from Vashishta. He goes through cow corner again. Chako will cut it off and walk it in this time to make sure there's no overthrows or the like. A single to round off. A good over again. Back-to-back 10s for the Avengers. They move to 81 for 1 after 8. They're now ahead on comparison. It was 78 for 2 for the Titans after 8. Well, I'll pull up the Hong Kong and see how many towers. Look at that 19th over. That could be the difference in this game. We will see when we get down to the death overs, but that was a big one. 24, 25? It's a big one, whatever it was. It's an ICC tower as Chako continues. And swatted away. Harendra is out there and picks up nicely. Gets through Chako, but good backing up. Make sure it's 1. Sumadar at extra cover. In and out as they rotate the singles. Square leg comes in. Rawat stands next to the umpire. Backward square goes back. Cut away through point. The cover point fielder of Ramakrishnan. Make sure it's just a 1 as well. Vashishta up to 19. Cut away. Just going to be a single. Busy man out there. Ramakrishnan. By my count, Anka Vashishta and Ajit Chako are now tied on 326 runs for the tournament. Oh, does the fine flick work to do for the backward square. Uses the boot. Seen a bit of that today. But effective boot work. They'll get back for 2 to a very short boundary, so that's very good running. Patwa's upset with himself. He feels like he missed out on a maximum there. And a single to Dar at extra cover. Chako says, just ease up. We don't need any more overthrows here. It's only been singles and a 2 so far, which is a win for the Titans. Goes straight and hard. Chandru's there. Picks it up off the 1 bounce. So it will be just 5 singles and a 2 to round out the 9th. 7 runs coming from it. The Sky Warriors Avengers. Oh, they're lucky 88s. They're 88 for 1. Needing another 132 in 11. 12 exactly per over. Sumadar to bowl us up to the halfway mark. Uses the wrists and doesn't even bother running. He knows that's 4 runs. Vashishta moves to the quarter century mark off 13 deliveries, picking up his 4th boundary. 3 fours and a maximum so far. Oh, that's going to be a no ball, surely? No? Umpire Arnis? Oh, doesn't matter. Umpire Imran's called it, and I called it as well. That was that was rib height. So a free hit coming up. Sumadar letting that one slip on out. And he's going to pick up 4. 1 skip over the ropes. More runs, good runs this over. 2 legal deliveries, 9 runs already. Vashishta moves to 29. Full toss on the pads going down leg. Sumadar should just be lucky. That one was only a 4. Full again, but better length this time. Chops it out down to Chandru. Comes into mid-on. Makes it a single and moves to 30. What's this partnership up to, Mara? 47. That's a handy partnership. Thank you, Myra. Oh, that's a no ball as well. No doubt, even umpire Arnis has called that one. I'll take the 1 as well. So the field can change, but Vashishta is going to get another free hit. Second one of the over. The 100 runs comes up for the Avengers as well with a no ball and a single. They're looking to stay on track. Slower ball. That was a very good ball by Sumadar. He's a little upset with himself, but it was a good delivery. You got to rate it. And again, he charges down and yorks himself, so they'll take 1. So it's got tidy after a couple of no balls. Still 1 ball left. 1 ball left. 50 partnership comes up as well. 50 off 27. Patwa goes through extra cover all the way for 6. Massive over comes to an end. We're at the halfway mark and the Avengers after 10. 107 for 1. 50 partnership for the 2 and a 50 for Neil Patwa with that maximum. 50 off 29 deliveries. 6 fours, 1 maximum, including this one. A beautiful stroke through extra cover. Uses the wrists and makes it all the way halfway up the training nets. So it all happening in that over. The 100 came up. The 50-run partnership came up. The 50 came up for Neil Patwa. As the Sky Warriors now need 113 in the final 10 at 11.3. This way the game looks like it might go all the way to the wire. At the same time, at the halfway mark, after 10, the Titans were 103 for 2. Change of keepers for the Titans as Shamsher Singh takes the gloves and Jafar Khan probably will be used in the bowling lineup very shortly. Putmore given half for life. The fingertip drop catch from Jafar Khan earlier on. Taken full advantage, moved on to 50 off 29. And because he likes the extra cover region so much, they've moved Ramakrishnan around to that position out deep. That's got a big leading edge through backward point, down to the Boundary Cafe, 4 runs as well. This is why he was pushed up the order. His ability to score and score quick, 54 off 30 deliveries. And you're chasing such a big total, needing 220 for victory. This is what you need. He's got all the strokes. He can go maximum. He can keep it along the ground for 4s. 7 4s and a maximum, going at a strike rate of 180 at the moment. That's going to go out to Ramakrishnan at extra cover. So take the 1. 6 off the first half of Arjie's third. Vashishta going at a strike rate of 168.4 for his 32. And just uses the wrist, flicks that nice and fine. The backward square, can't cut it off, even though he was out on the boundary. Motoring along, 66-run partnership now. Vashishta's 5th 4. Picked that one up off the off stump. Still managed to squeeze it fine enough. And goes aerial, goes big. That's going to go all the way. It's got a lot of air on it, but still smashes into the netting, protecting the swimming pool pavilion all the way on the full. Moves to 42. That maximum puts Anka Vashishta 1 run behind Chirag Katari on the batting list. Well, there it is. They're now going to be tied. Both players for the Sky Warriors. 1 for the Marvels. One for the Avengers on 349. Anka Vashishta on strike. Ramakrishnan bowling this over. And that single for Anka will move him to 44. And he is now the leading run scorer. Ramakrishnan bowling to part 1 now. They'll take a cheeky single. $124 for 1. Still ahead on comparison. But this has been tidy start from Saranga. Oh, and he goes too full there. Work to do for Chandra. He's not going to cut that off. It skips through with a bounce for 4. And he moves to 48. And this is why he's now the leading run scorer. He's still got a game in hand. He could be in the 400 club all by himself by the time we finish the round robin series. because he's moved above 350. He's the first to go 350 plus, and he's still out there on 48. Going at a strike rate of 200 now, pulls the length back, pushes onto the leg side. They might push for two with everybody out in the deep. Aji Jacko onto it very quickly, fast, but Anchor and Neil even faster between the wickets. Gets back for two. That's the 50 up for Anchor Vashishta. 200 strike rate to get there. 50 off 25. 6 fours, 2 maximums. So both batters out in the middle now for the Sky Warriors Avengers with half centuries and an 81-run partnership. Trying to guide the team home. Still work to do. Lucky 88 still required from here. Goes offside aerial over the top of point. That'll spin away down towards the boundary cafe for 4 as well. What started tidy for Ramakrishnan is now getting expensive. 1 ball remaining. Already 12 off the over. And goes the replay, spins away. Back live. Oh, it's a big floaty full toss. Toe of the bat, doesn't matter. Actually, I'm at the middle. Say that's out of the middle because that's gone big. I'm not even sure where it ended up, to be honest. It might have ended up in the kiddies' playground. And with his third maximum, Vashishta moves to 60, and that was a 18 run over. As some drinks run out and the ball needs to be recovered. Mara, you can put up the Manhattan, the Hong Kong, showing, there we go. Another big over, not the biggest, but 3 big overs in a row. $17, $17. And 18. So it is the biggest of the day. I'm not sure why the towers look a bit weird to me, but there we go. After 12, 142 for 1. Okay, the ball has been recovered, and I will apologise to Anchor Vashishta. I said that came off the toe of the bat to start with. Then I corrected myself and said it must have been out of the middle because it was big. How big was it, Myra? It ended up in the swimming pool big. Like in the water, into the swimming pool. So it's cleared everything, cleared the trees, cleared the netting, which is 3 stories high, and ended up in the swimming pool. It hit the swimming pool. I don't know if it bounced in or landed on the full, but that's where the ball was recovered from. We've now got it back, dried it off. I didn't know this, but cricket balls float. Everything floats, says Myra. I'd like to see Myra swim because I don't think Myra would float. Sink straight to the bottom of the pool. Jafar Khan gets the freshly from the swimming pool doing laps cricket ball to continue. 8 overs remaining. 78 required. Patwar on strike. He's just going to take an easy single through square leg. and move to 57. Vashishta rocketed to the top score for the Avengers now off the back of that previous over. 60 off 27. Chucko moves back to cow corner for anchor, plus long on, long off. Deep cover. He goes over square leg. One bounce. Oh, that's good fielding from Iftikhar. You'd expect that from him, but that was a very difficult ball to field. It's skidded onto him with the power that Anchor's hit that one. He's managed to stop it, I think, with his knee. Didn't have time to get the hands down, but got the body behind the ball and saved 3 runs. Patwa back on strike, and he just goes dab hands, taking on Sumit Dar's arm, and they'll get through again for a single. 3 singles to start with off the bowling of Jafar. Let's see what Patwa was trying to do. If he can get past that third inside the circle, it's easy runs, 4 runs to the short boundary, but couldn't. Andy Chucko's going in and out, like a yo-yo as these two take singles. That one is gone straight back to Jafar, so it'll be a dot. This is tidy, put some pressure on. 9 wickets in hand, but still got to find 75 runs at 10.23. So and that was put in the slot and given the treatment. Am I going back upstairs? No, that one's fallen into the netting. Just forward of square, so another maximum. And what was very tidy, but just exactly where Vashishta loves to get them. 100 partnership comes up with that maximum as well. The milestones all getting the big strokes. 100 off 45 deliveries, these two. 10 fours, 5 maximums. And the 150 up. And again, in the air, through the hands of Iftikhar, this time for 6. That just had too much power on it. He had to jump up in the air. What is Vashishta up to now? He's into the 70s, 73. He is really starting to motor. Remembering if Avengers get this game, we'll move them to 10 points. The Titans will be left on 11 points. Along with the Marvels, they've got a net run rate advantage over the Marvels. A win to the Titans, of course, means they will finish the season first. Cannot be knocked off that position. As the captain, Hitesh Chabria, comes into the attack. It'll just be a single from Patwa. It's a wise way to go. At the moment, even though Patwa's still going at a strike rate of 168, Vashishta's gone from 168 to 235.5 now. He's the man you want on strike. 62 runs required. Short and wide. The only benefit there is that it's only going to be in the books as 1 extra. Anchor was thinking about winding up on that one, but happy to take the re-bowl. A faster one down leg. An extra again. Can't afford to be giving away too many extras here. 60 now required off 41. Run rate required down under 9 per over. And again, 2 wide. So 3 in a row. Oh, that's a full toss. Again, that's another one. He's just lucky that it's only 4. It could have well been a maximum. Just not getting it right at the moment. Hitesh is equal 6th on the wicket-taking list for Grade 1. 7 wickets so far in the season from 6 games. And that's the better line and length that he's used to bowling. Dribbles out to Auntie Chaka, who's third, equal third with Harshchan Thakur on 8 wickets. Neither of them bothering the wicket column yet today. Devon Bajeta moves 3 clear of Akash Shah with this wicket today. Actually, he got more in the end, didn't he? That's going to be another 4. Bashishta moves to 78. He did just get the 1 wicket, Devon Bajeta. So he moves to 13. Akash Shah on 10. Akash has played out as well. Uses the feet to just push that one down to long on. Another single. Still a ball left though. Another big over. 14 off it so far. Got the runs required down under 50 now. 49 off 37. 120 run partnership. 121. Of just 51 deliveries. It's an outrageous partnership for the second wicket. That one's gone to Jafar at extra cover, so they don't want to take the single. End of the over, 15 coming from it, 14 done, 6 remain. The Avengers 172 for 1, needing 48 off 6 at exactly 8 per over. Jafar Khan to continue onto the pads of Patwa, going down leg. They'll take a leg by. Wanted to get some little bit of bat on that one. Now there we go. We thought it was a leg by. We'd signalled that it was a leg by before it even happened. This is a very tidy over from Jafar, keeping the Titans in this game. Patwa looks to get one down the leg side, but it's a wide. Just 3 runs coming from the 15th. That's a good one for the Titans. 45 required off 30. Pushed the runs required back up to 9. The 9 wickets in hand means these final 30 deliveries The Avengers can swing big, but every wicket is another dot as well. Hitesh to bowl a second. Went for plenty in his first, 15 off it, but 4 of those were wides. Anka Vashishta on 79. And Neil Butler goes for a maximum. How many is that? That's his second as he moves to 70. $131 partnership now off 60 deliveries. As it flicks away for another single. Gets the maximum. Rotates the strike. These two powering the Avengers home. 37 off 27 now. Titans are going to have to find a wicket here. It's full though. You can't bowl that. It's gone. Another maximum to Vashishta as it sails again into the netting through Cow Corner. 1-6, 1-6. 14 off the over with 2 balls remaining and just 31 more runs required as Vashishta moves in to 86 of 38 deliveries. Back live, brings the length back. Jafar, good dive. Good work in the field coming from extra cover. Cut that one off, keeping it to 1. What do we say, Myra? It's been 1-6, 1-6-1. What's coming this last delivery? 6, says Myra. Should be incorrect. It'll be a 1. Well, the microphone was on, so if you turn the volume up, you'll be able to hear you saying that it was going for 6. It went for 1. 16 off the over, 16 done. The Avengers, 191 for 1, 29 required at 7.25 now. But Jafar Khan coming off that over, going for just 3. If you'd taken the extras out of it, it would have been just 1. What does Vashishta and Patwa do? Jafar's still going to bowl the 17th and 19th. They can't just dot him out. They'll need to find runs anyway. 29 runs to win. Vashishta 13 away from his 100. Neil Patwa's too far away, you'd say. 28 away. They've got protection at deep backward point now, so that'll be a single and he'll move to 73. And a brave little delivery van and a brave car parked at Anka Vashishta's point region. He comes charging down the wicket and he's going to find 4 runs through down to the scoreboard, into the groundskeeper's equipment, into the rollers, 4 runs. He moves into the 90s. Myra, what's Anka's top score this year? I know he's got a century already, but I have to go back to KCC Match Centre and have a look. Highest score of 114. He could technically beat that if he gets all the runs. He's trying to get all the runs, but he's not going to get any runs there. There's 24 to win. He could match his 114. He could get 115 if he gets all of them. Oh, this is skied up in the air. It could be out, in fact. Jafar Khan takes a caught and bowl. That's the end of a big, big innings. Anka Vashishta departs for 91. The second wicket falls for the Avengers on 196. They need 24 more, but a new batter, Vishal Malpani, will come to the crease at number 4. Well, disappointing he didn't get his century. I'm also a bit disappointed he didn't get to 94 because that would have got him into the 400 runs club, Myra. He does have one more game to do it, though. So he moved to 397 runs in the tournament so far. He's a clear 42 ahead of Chico now. The innings to spare if he bats, of course, in that game. Neil Patwa's still out there. He's been joined by Malpani. And it's just an awkward time to come out for Malpani. 3.2 overs left, 24 runs. It sounds easy, but no time to really get your eye in. He's a very good batter, though. But Jafar's bowling very well apart from that, which is lucky to be a wide. That was awfully close to landing on the turf area. Managed to somehow land it on the AstroTurf area, so it's just a wide. That's better. Uses the wrist, takes an easy single to Chaka, who, direct hit side on. Thank you very much. Malpani was safe, but, you know, just one stump to aim at. Udgy doing Udgy things. They're looking a little down in the field at the moment, the Titans. It's defendable. Another wicket or two. But Patwa has looked solid ever since that early chance. And I bet Jafar Khan would like to get Patwa's wicket after he was the one that missed out. And that's a big inside edge onto the leg side. The backward square will cut it off, but it parries away. He'll come back for two. He'll move to the three-quarter century mark of 75 and brings up the 200 as well. End of the over. 17 done, 3 remain, 200 on the board, 20 to win. It's going to be a big chase and a big win here for the Avengers if they can get it done. Udgy Chaka coming back into the attack. How many's Udgy got left, Myra? This will be his final over. He talks with the captain, Hitesh Chabria. He's been expensive, though. 3 overs, none for 34. Vishista's not there, though. Malpani can find the boundary as well. A very accomplished number 4, Rishabh Malpani. It's almost just a runner ball now, 20 off 18. It's going to be a matter of dots and wickets, I think, for the Titans. They would like to finish the season atop the table. They're going to have to bowl 18 beautiful deliveries here. Gets a little bit of a bat onto it so he can take the single. Now it's Malpani's job to rotate and Patwa's job to find the runs. 75 off 46. What a knock it's been by the opener. Bumped up the order. Usual opener. Vegetti is still not even out there in the middle. He's padded up. He may come out as the pinch hitter at number 5 if required. And again, they put the backward square back. They know he likes his flick around behind square. And with Udgy's pace, it's easier to find the boundary. Yorker length, that's going to be 4. That's really well played by Patwa. That was a Yorker length, so he's just got the bat down, opened the blade. Made sure to keep the third inside the circle out of the action and find the short boundary to the boundary cafe. I'll watch this on the replay because it looked good live. That's just clever. Took the hand off it. That's how it... Comes down again. Swats hard. There could be a run out. Oh, ricochets off Hitesh, I think. And they... stay with a dot. 15 off 15. It's a runner ball situation now. That's got to be very close to being out. It is out. Yes, he did manage to get some bat on that. One-handed catch by Shamsher Singh, and pretty much how he got a life earlier on. This time he's got to go. He's been given a send-off, I think. A bit of chat in the field. A fine innings, 79-run innings comes to an end for Neil Patwa. With the score on 205. It's not going to be Bajedia coming out at number 5. We'll wait and see who's heading out of the Sky Warriors Avengers dugout. Almost batted the whole innings, 17.4 overs for Neil Patwa, and he's 79. And Shal Marakia is going to come out to the crease at number 5 to join Malpani. Work to do still, 15 off 14. I said this is exactly what the Titans needed to do. Right, Aji's got into the wicket column. Two balls left to the 18th. Shal Marakia. That's got to be wide, isn't it? Yes. Imran just doing the dance on that one, but that was terribly wide. Another wicket falls, and interesting times all of a sudden. Chaco's got 2, and Shal Marakia departs cheaply, out for a duck. And it's going to bring Khan Bajedia out to the crease. The opener now coming in at number 6. Okay, 14 off 13. 2 wickets falling very quickly. Aji's got 2. He's still got a ball left. 2.1 overs remaining. Khan Bajedia. Start swinging hard. Going to work to do for Iftikhar. I don't think he's going to get there for this one. It's going to get to the roller first, is it? Oh, the flick back right on the ropes. He did get there. They've run 3. Could they run 4? No, they can't. Not on the arm of Iftikhar, but a handy 3 to finish off a very exciting over with 2 wickets falling. 2 overs remain. 209 for 4, the Avengers. 11 required. Now, this is the big over where the Titans went big. They were 184 for 5 after 18. So that's how far the Avengers are in front. Yet they still require 11 off the final 2. Jafar Khan gets the penultimate over duties. That's well down leg, but it is a dot. 11 off 11. Back to a runner ball. Apologies for that. Okay, 11 off 11. Pajadia started with a 3, missed out on the one down leg. Putting the backward square back on the ropes as well. Got a deep square leg. He comes well back in his crease, trying to give himself some room. It was going down leg again. They've taken the one they needed. And on the misfield from Chandru, Malpani too quick through the between wickets. Gets back for a 2 that wasn't there. Can't be making those mistakes in the field this late in the game. 9 off 10. Now they're bringing everyone inside the circle because they don't want to. It seems like they don't want to give up the single. They're going to give it up out there to Giri at cover point. 8 off 9. Cruise mode for the Avengers, but another wicket to fall. And all of a sudden, it'll start getting a little nervy. Oh, and a mis-stumping there from Shamshiri. His eyes lit up. And he's closed the gloves on the ball before it's hit his gloves. But it's a dot. 8 off 8. Malpani, 2 off 3. Can he find a 1 or a 2? He'll find the 1 out to Giri through point. 7 off 7. There is quite a few gaps in the field. That one through point being the big one. They've also got nobody on the leg side inside the circle forward of square. So anything onto the pads can be pushed for a single. And that's all they need. 1 ball left for Jafar. It's been tidy from him. 1 for 30. And he's going to be 2 for 30. Goes through and cleans up the off stump. Not only is it a dot, it's a wicket. The 5th wicket falls right at the end of the 19th. The Avengers, they're 213 for 5. Needing 7 off the final over. Looks like Steve is being sent out for the final over. Malpani will be on strike. Giri looks like will be given the ball to bowl the final over. As he's coming to take his mark. Malpani. The side's chances of topping the table now rest on his bat. A win today pushes the Avengers to 10, restricts the Titans to 11, and gives the Avengers a chance of going top of the table in their final match. A loss today means they cannot top the table, and the Titans will finish on top. 6 balls will decide it all. 7 runs to win. Giri, 3 overs, 1 for 25. He has to go at less than that. Six will tie it. 5 will win it for the Titans. 7 will win it for the Avengers. We move towards 10 a.m, which is game time finish right on time. Here we go. Giri to Malpani. He starts through square. They've got coverage in the deep. It'll be 1, which means Steve gets the responsibility to find some runs. 6 off 5 required. No fine leg in place. Oh, and he's awfully lucky there. That's gone a long way down leg, Aji Chako. I'm not sure how you're appealing from mid-wicket for that one, but it is a leg bye. But it's fortunate that it got the pads, as Shrithej was trying to get out of the way of it pretty much. If it had gone down the inside of his legs, as it normally would have, it could well have ran away for 4 wides. As it is, it's 1 leg bye. 5 off 4. Malpani on strike. Gets some bat on it, takes the hand off it. Shamsher does the fielding. Hits direct hit, and he was safely home. 4 off 3. Are we going to have another tie, Myra? We've already had one. Back to the match, centre I go. The Titans are the team that played in that other tie against the Royal Avengers. Could they possibly play 2 ties this season and still top the table, which I think they will if they get a tie today. They've got a run, and they do. A little fumble from Shamsher, another direct hit, but they get the 1 bye. 3 off 2. It's going down to the wire here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Bright sunshine for a Wednesday. Beautiful day for cricket. And a nail biter in grade 1. 3 off 2. A discussion between Steve and Rishabh what to do. They've obviously just got to take off and start running. They can get bat on ball, find a boundary, game over. They can find a wicket here. It could be the Titans getting out of jail. It's in the air. It's not going to carry. They're going to get 1. And they're going to push for 2. And it's going to be a run out. So they'll get 1. That's the end of Shrithej. He's out for a run out duck. And on Malpani retains the strike. That must have been the chat. Take 2 anyway. Who cares if I sacrifice? Keep yourself on strike. Get the job done. 2 to win off 1 ball with another batter. It'll be Sagar Modi that'll come out to the crease at number 8. Sagar Modi comes out. One ball left. Titans leading by 1. They're still keeping some players out in the deep, which I'm not sure about. Want to cut off any single here because they're going to take it no matter what. Sagar Modi doesn't even put the gloves on. He's just going to run. Giri, tidy over. 1 leg by 1 by wicket with a run. 5 off the over. Here we go. Final delivery. It's scooped up over the infield. It's going to go all the way. It's going to pitch up and roll onto the ropes. He's going to get a 4. Malpani gets the win. Avengers win on the final delivery as this game is done here at Kowloon Cricket Club. Heartbreak for the Titans in their final game. But the Avengers get it done on the very final ball. Malpani up and over the top. Sagar was coming, but he didn't need to. It went all the way out to the deep with no one at long on. And so Malpani wins it in the end. A thriller for a Wednesday in Grade 1 of the KCC Morning League. And just before we wrap up the broadcast, we've confirmed Neil Patwa will be player of the match for the Sky Warriors Avengers with his 79 and a 1 for 9 all-round fabulous effort, opening the bat today and helping the side get up to 2-2-2 for 6 and getting the win off the very final delivery. So the Avengers, they move to 10 points and they're a game away from going top of the table. A chance when they come back to play in around 3 weeks' time. Day off tomorrow, of course, because it's May Day. So we'll be back for Grade 2 on Friday morning on KCC Morning League YouTube. Make sure you join us then from 7 a.m. But from Myra Baluch in production, this is Aaron Bush signing off.